Well, hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Kpop Besties. I'm one of your besties, Wendy, and joining me as always is
Hi, I'm Warren. And
you guys. Welcome
we saw
back
Blackpink.
to We Saw Blackpink. We did
I
it.
don't know if they gave it away. We're
I
wearing the
don't
same
know. We're wearing
sweatshirts.
the same. If you're listening to us on the Kpop Besties podcast, Warren and I both have the crew neck that says Born
Oh
Pink
yeah,
from the tour. But for everybody who is watching us on the video on YouTube, you can see the awesome. It's very nice and cozy as well.
it's so cozy, and it snowed last night here, and it's really cold here. So I'm like, oh, this is perfect. Like,
What is
it's
the
great.
temperature where you are right now?
Like 30 some degrees.
Oh my god, I can't.
It's so awesome. It's so awesome. I
You
love it.
like it?
Oh yeah, I
You like
moved
the
from
cold?
Florida to the mountains. Because I like the cold. I got so tired of the heat, and they're experiencing a hurricane right now as well. So it's
They
like, I'm all
are.
right.
They
I'd
are
take
category
snow
1,
over a
everybody.
hurricane. Yes. So
Yeah.
they're in our thoughts. But
Yes.
yeah, we went through quite the experience, kind of figuring out for ourselves the Blackpink VIP Ultimate Born Pink experience. So they refer to it as VIP 1. And then there's
Yes.
I can't remember what the other two are called. There's like the deluxe and then like the blink. So there's like
Mhm.
3 tiers: VIP 1, which is like the top one, the ultimate, and then 2 and 3. And
Yes.
this was quite the experience because I've never really experienced kind of anything like this for a concert, because typically there's only like your regular tickets and your VIP tickets, right? For like Twice, for ITZY. I literally saw ITZY like
Front row
4 days
barricade, baby.
before. Yes. But like I saw him like before, right? And like both concerts were like a completely different experience. So
Yeah.
we didn't know what to expect. So hopefully this will help y'all, because Wendy, we were like
Yes.
texting even the night before, and we were like, when do we get there?
Yeah,
Like,
there were a lot of questions, and I think for anybody who is anticipating the concert, and you also have VIP 1 tickets, you know that once you buy your ticket, you don't really get too much of a email communication from Ticketmaster or whoever, or
no.
AXS, whoever you buy. So we, as your K-pop besties, wants to give you guys a helpful guide to what to expect. So that is one of the first
We
thing is
got you.
obviously secure your ticket. Make sure you do have that ready. You do not need a physical ticket, but you do need it on the Ticketmaster or whatever ticketing app you are using. So
Hmm.
make sure you have that ready for the day of. Because Warren and I were kind of scrambling looking for any sort of ways to print something out, and there was no way. So if you're worried about that, just rest assured, as long as you have the digital confirmation, you are good.
You'll need it in
Um,
the Ticketmaster app or whatever app you bought it from. But
AXS,
I think it
perhaps.
all, yeah, maybe. But I think it all makes you transfer it to Ticketmaster. I could be wrong
Huh.
about that. But mine said pick up at will call. And I was kind of concerned. But when
Yes.
you check in and everything, it's fine. Like,
Yes.
they print your tickets out and give them to you.
And the
I
next
think for
thing to know,
everybody.
because yeah, I believe so too. And I'm glad,
Mhm.
actually glad you brought up the pick up a will call part. So another really important thing to do is figure out which venue you are going to. So for us, we went to Atlanta, which was the State Farm Arena. A lot of the
Mhm.
helpful information will actually be listed on the venue website, but sometimes they don't do that up until like 48 to 24 hours, or maybe even less before the
Yeah.
actual concert. Like ours went up less than 24 hours to
Yeah.
day one in Atlanta. And that will give you where the merch, the one for all general public, will be, what time that opens, where VIP should be lining up. So a lot of information there. Read all of it, including what they allowed in the venue, clear bag. You guys, if you're K-pop concert goers, you should know. But it's important to know, because there's nothing worse than you walking up in line, getting a good place in line, and then having to walk back to your car or whatever because you can't bring in XYZ.
Right. I would say the biggest thing for the VIP holders to know, this is really, really big, is
Yes.
you need to get there really early.
Now, we're not
So Wendy and I
recommending
were,
camping out. We're not recommending that because
yeah.
most venues will not let you do that. But Gordon has a
But we're
really
talking
important point
like,
here.
yeah, so we're talking like 7 a.m. probably. I think we got there at like 7:30. But
7:30.
here's how it's gonna work, and this is important for all levels of VIP. So for the sound check, they let the top tier ultimate VIP experience people in first. Um, and then they let the second ones and then the third ones in first, right? So on the stage, you'll have VIP 1, 2, and 3 lined up, but they're going to separate you into each lines for VIP 1, VIP 2, VIP 3. And in those lines, they're going to give you a number, right? So if you are first in the line, you are going to get number 1, and that means they're going to let you in first. They're going to let you in first for the merch and checking in and everything like that, right? And it's kind of cool because once you get that number, you can kind of leave for a little bit and then come back. Now, it says that the line starts at 10, but again, we knew people were going to line up before then. So we got there like 7:30 and we were 12 and
12 and
13.
13.
We were 12 and 13.
It's actually pretty
And
good
then
placement.
yeah, it was good, and we got a pretty good seat in the concert. So we'll explain that just a bit, but basically that number enables your spot in line kind of just for the merch and going into the pre-party pretty much. Now for VIP 1 and 2 it matters a little bit more than it does, or I'm sorry, for VIP 2 and 3 that number matters a little bit more than it does for VIP 1 cuz VIP 1 you're going to go to the pre-party. And in the pre-party, oh no, they did line us up by the numbers too, didn't we? Yeah,
Yes,
so it
they
matters
did.
for everybody. So in the pre-party is super cool. You go in, you're in there for I don't know what, 2 hours, couple hours.
Yeah, just about because we got let in
Yeah,
at about 2:30, and then sound check starts at 5. So they started to
like
march us
5.
in
Yeah,
around 5 because they were running a little behind.
right. So after the pre-party, they're gonna line you up to go into the sound check, and your spot in sound check is basically the spot during the concert. So
Yes,
again, when you're leaving the VIP area, like the VIP party, they're going to line you up by that number that they gave you in the very beginning, which is dependent on when you show up in that line in the morning. Again, we showed up at 7:30, we got 12 and 13. So, going into sound check, we were the 12th and 13th persons people to go into sound
hmm
check. So we were able to get right on like the catwalk stage, like right on it,
yes,
right on the
the
barricade.
extended stage.
The extended stage, yeah. So that was really nice. And if we got there a little bit later, our spots we might not have got like the front of the extended stage. We might have been on like the side of it. But I think in the like looking at the being on the front is good because you can also see the main stage in the back, where
Yes,
like just straight looking forward. Whereas if you're on the side, you'd have to like turn and everything like that. But it's really all dependent upon when you get there. If you are first in line in the morning, you're gonna get number 1, which means you're gonna get number 1 for the merch, and you're gonna get number 1 at the sound check, which is where your place basically is. And
totally
another thing
agree.
to yeah, and another thing to note though is the sound check on stage picture thing.
Yeah, let's
We
talk about
didn't
that.
yeah, because we didn't do it because we were afraid that our spots were gonna be lost.
And
Because
here's
if
why
you
we were afraid. We had a
yeah,
friend
our
who
friend
went to
Laura.
day one. Yes, Laura, who you have yet to meet, but you will meet her. She's also a fellow K-pop bestie. She went to day one Dallas, and we understand day one for any concert, anything, any show is a little bit more of a trial and error. And we feel kind of lucky that we've had Laura's experience to kind of build our own anticipation and what to expect for
Definitely.
our show in Atlanta. But for her, she also had the VIP 1 tier, the Ultimate Born Pink experience, and they, when it was time to go on stage to take the photo. Now you are on stage. This is not a solo photo. This is a group photo in groups of 10.
10.
Blackpink is not in the photo with you, and this is pre sound check. And when
Mhm.
everybody is done, they will start sound check. So what happened with Laura? This did not happen with us in Atlanta because I think they learned. But she was a VIP 1. She went ahead and took the photo in groups of 10, which by the way, she still has not gotten that photo back. No one I know
Yeah,
has
no
gotten
one
that
has.
photo.
Yeah.
No one that I know. So she essentially, she had a good barricade spot, and by the time she came back, other people had moved into her spot, and she wasn't able to get that back. So Warren and I made a decision that we felt the stage photo, while
Wasn't
cool,
worth it.
wasn't really what we were going to see Blackpink for. We wanted to get the ultimate concert experience, and so we ended up to bypassing the photo. Now, I will also say this: the people who runs the event, which is Powerhouse, they learned from Dallas, because I think a lot of Blinks were upset because it didn't
Mm-hmm.
happen to just Laura; it happened to a lot of people. That
Yeah.
they made a point to make sure that everybody was able to get back into their spots before they
Mm-hmm.
started the sound check, so everything was still fair game. So do, I guess, feel a little rest assured, if you really really want that on stage photo, and more power to you. Warren and
Yeah.
I just, we were so happy with our spot, and the people around us were really cool, and they were respectful. We would have gotten our spot back,
Right.
however we chose to stay in our spots.
Well, that's what I would say. I was gonna say that as well. It kind of depends on the people around you, because so they actually section off VIP 2 and 3. They don't let them kind of get really close until, was it after sound check or was it
No,
before sound check?
it was after the photos.
Okay,
They
so
let
they
them
have them
they let them
sectioned
in.
off. They do the photos, and they're like, there's like a rope cutting them off. So they lift up the rope, and the other two, they basically pile behind you, right? So
Yes.
keep in mind, there's this wave of people behind you, and if you want to leave, it's kind of hit and miss on whether you'd get your spot back or not. Because we were right on the barricade, and I'm sure if both of us left at the same time, we wouldn't be getting our spot back. But the
Absolutely
people
not.
around us were pretty cool, and I had to go to the bathroom, and I was like, great, I have to hold it for like 4 hours now. But the girl behind me had to use it too. And since we were all talking to each other, they're like, oh, no, no, like, we'll let you come back. So we were able to leave and like tiptoe around everybody, because everybody was sitting,
Yes.
because it's like, oh, we have, hours to wait. But we were able to get back, and our spots were saved as well. So
Yes.
if the people around you are cool, you could probably leave, at some point in time, and even during the sound check, because it's just VIP 1, and you have the numbers, and it's kind of like, dude, I was in front of you, like, I went to take the picture, like, I'm getting back in my spot. If the people around
Yes.
you are cool, they'll probably understand and respect that, because people
And I
right
was
besides us, behind us, they were like, oh, I don't know, do I go? And we're like, go, we'll hold your spot. But Wendy and I were
Yes.
like, we're not risking it. Like, but the
Yes.
people who did
Yeah.
go, it did seem like they had no problem getting their spot back.
Nobody had a problem, nobody had issues. Everybody was very respectful of each other's spaces. And I will say this, for the VIP 1 tier, and the reason why those tickets are so hard to get is because they only issue 100 of those.
Yeah,
So
only
this
100.
is, yeah.
Which is
So
why we flew
I
to Atlanta, because we couldn't get them anywhere else.
impossible for LA, and Dallas, it was hard too. But we had a wonderful
Jeez.
experience. And I will say, bless you. I will say
Thank you.
this, use this time. You're in line for such a long time. Let's say you line up 7:30. The concert doesn't start until 7:30 or 8 p.m. You're in line 12 hours with these people. These are fellow Blinks. We all
Yeah,
have
be
one
cool.
thing in common: make friends, talk. That's one of my favorite things about going to a K-pop concert. Not only we're getting to like dance and have fun and watch the artists that we love perform, you're meeting fellow Blinks, and everybody that we got to meet were so nice, so
So
helpful,
cool.
so
Yeah.
respectful. We felt like a family. So take the time, talk to people, make friends, and get comfortable with them. So, because you're going to be in line with them anyways, so
Yeah, for a
that
while.
if they need to hold your spot in line or something, like you can kind of, like, hey, I'll help you. If you help me, I'll hold my spot. So just don't
Right,
abuse it.
exactly. Yeah, and it was cool because like during the concert, like they give you like a VIP bag, and it's got a hat in it. Don't buy hats and merch
Yes,
because it
VIP
comes with a
ones, do
hat.
not buy the baseball cap. Don't buy that unless you
Yeah,
want to gift something to
sure,
a
sure.
friend. But they will give you a baseball cap.
Yeah, they'll give you a hat. It doesn't fit my head, I will say. It's a very odd fit, or it does,
It's a
but it
really
just like
shallow,
it's shallow is
like,
the thing,
it's
right? And I think
shallow.
it's that way
Yeah.
on purpose. Like it's a style. But I probably like
Oh,
I put it on before filming the podcast. I'm like, should I wear the hat? And I was like, no, I'm not wearing the hat. Like it doesn't look good on me.
even if you extend
Um,
it, it doesn't go on.
it's yeah, because it's like the length of the top of it, which is weird. But
Like, it doesn't
I'm
come all the way
sure
down to your ear, I bet.
Right, exactly. It's like very shallow on purpose. So that
It's
could be a good
shallow
look for
on
some
me, and I got
people.
a
It's
little
not
head.
for me. Well, you're right, but it's a look, right? Like that's how it was specifically designed. So some people might pull it off. I personally looked in the mirror and I was like, this ain't for me. So I will put it like in the background somewhere.
It's now
Yeah,
decor.
right, exactly. But
Yeah.
we all had our bags, and since we're all really cool with each other, we all just kind of like piled them in like a corner, like kind of on like the barricade, so we could all kind of move around a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Yeah.
So just don't be a douche. Just be nice to people. Again,
Be
like when
nice
you
to
said, you're
people,
all
be
yeah,
helpful.
you're all
Yeah.
there for the same reason, for the same love. I mean, we met some people who it was their third show, right? And they were going to see
Yeah.
more. Like we're going to see them in LA as well. Um,
Yes.
and it was just really, and then we all ate together and stuff in the lounge, and we all took group photos together in the pre-party and stuff like that. That was really fun. Now, the last thing you need to know though is that number system kind of gets thrown away after the show when you're gonna
Yes.
go. What is it called? Send off. Like for the send
The
off,
send off.
the send off was really cool for us, and it seemed like they almost got everybody right on the barricade, but the barricade
Hmm.
size is going to be different for each venue, I'm sure.
Depending
But
on their
basically after the
space.
show, right, yeah. Basically after the show, they're like, we were just waiting there. We're like, where do we go? What do we do for the send off? And eventually you just hear people yelling. And I think there was somebody over the intercom as well. Pretty much was like, the floor needs to clear out except for VIP one. And then eventually they
Yes.
were like, VIP one meets in this section. And it was like the bleacher section, and everybody's like sat down. The number system goes away there. So basically, you want to be as close to the front as possible because they're pretty much just going to bring you in to wherever they decide they're to do the send off, um, basically based off of whoever is there first. So
Hmm.
the number system is ignored. If you have number one, that does not mean you'll be number one for the send off. But I will say that the send off was pretty, like that alone, I think was worth it.
Oh my
Like,
gosh. You are
because they're
within,
like
if I wanted
right
to reach
here.
out to touch Blackpink,
Yeah,
I could have.
you
If I wanted to
could.
get dragged
Now,
away by security.
I was gonna say, keep in mind they keep their distance because of who they are, right? They can't
Yes.
get. I mean, they're pretty close. Like she said,
Oh,
like
they're
you could touch
close.
them. Yeah, you
Yeah.
could touch them. I mean, we were, we have footage where we're like, taking, selfies and they're posing. Like they really, I think they do their best to interact with every single person they see. Obviously, it's not too long. It's pretty brief because
It's
there's,
longer than a high touch. If you've gone
it
to
is
a
longer than
to
a
do
high
a high
touch. It's
touch,
not
they
like
don't
half
rush you
by.
through that quick. Yeah.
No,
It's definitely longer than that.
they and they talk to people. Like I had a sign that said
Yeah.
it was my
It's birthday
birthday
selfie?
selfie, something like that. And
Yeah.
like Lisa saw it, she's like, "Oh," I was like, "It's my birthday." And she's like, "Oh, happy birthday." And then I was like, can we take a picture?" And she was like, "Yeah." And so I turned and took a picture. So like that's like 10 seconds, I don't know. Because then the rest
Yeah.
realized too, because I was just talking to Lisa at first because she was first to me. And then the rest of
Yes.
them realized too. And it's funny, I don't have a photo of all four of them looking at the camera. It's like I have a photo of just Lisa looking at the camera and then a photo of the other three looking at my camera. And I
Yeah,
was like,
same.
they didn't all like sync up, but I'm obviously not complaining at all because what I got
Yes.
was amazing. And
Yeah.
it's really cool how, I mean, they're right there.
They're
Like,
right there.
yeah, like they're like this far
You could
away.
high
Like
five them
really,
if you
it's
wanted
like
to.
you could buy them.
You could.
And if
We
you
didn't
have
ask.
gifts
Nobody
for
asked.
them, yeah, right. And we're not gonna, yeah.
No, we're
If
not
you have
crazy.
gifts for them though, they do come out with like a box that you could put the gifts in. You can't physically give it to them because they said just on time, like, and no autographs during that time either,
No
because they say like
autographs.
they want to stop and they want to do it for everybody, and
Yes.
it takes too long. And yeah, but if you have gifts for them, they'll let you put them like in a box that will eventually get their way to them.
Yeah, like cute little
Yeah.
stuffed animals, keychains, letters. We saw a lot of letters, handwritten letters, and things like that. Very cute things. They had a giant box, and I think some people brought
Yeah.
flowers. So if you do want to bring something, just keep in mind that if you are bringing something, then you like that's your thing that you're keeping on your person throughout your
Right. You
entire
have that
concert.
the whole time.
So
Yeah,
just
exactly.
just plan accordingly, and I think that's why a lot of people did letters because you can fold that up and you can
Right.
put it, in your clear bag or whatever it may be. So just do what you want, but like very few people actually brought stuffies. I think I saw maybe like 2 to 3 people only brought
Yeah.
them because again, you have to carry them. So yeah.
Yep.
So that essentially is our helpful tips on how to better enhance your experience and what to expect if you have VIP one. Just important to keep in mind that that is our experience, which could be unique to Atlanta, which was Atlanta day
Hmm.
one. But I imagine, they only had 3 concerts prior to our date,
Hmm.
and they had already streamlined a lot of things. It can only get better and more organized from
Better.
here. Yes. So
Yeah.
if you have questions, look for the powerhouse staff. The arena staff may not know as much, so there's a difference.
Hmm.
Look for the people with like the Blackpink like tour badge. If you have questions, they will, and just be patient with them. They will answer all the questions you have. I would say one of the most important things, aside from arriving early, is 2 things. For merch, so Warren already said this. We have our own time to shop the merch. A lot of people, while we were waiting for our merch to open up, went to the public, the general one, which is fine because again, we were all under a
Oh
numbered
yeah.
system, so they could come back.
Hmm.
However, the general merch truck may not have the things you want in your size. For example, this crew neck I'm wearing is a size small. Had I gone over to the public one, they would have only had medium and up. And I knew a medium was going to be too big for my liking because like this is already kind of baggy for me. So for the VIP one experience, like they have all the sizes, they have everything. So just
If you're a
be
VIP
patient.
one, you should be getting exactly what you
You are,
want.
yeah, you
You're
have,
fine.
do not have to worry because they really do put
Yeah.
it aside for you. Let's talk about what's
Hmm.
in the swag bag. Let's talk about that. It's a
Yeah.
nice canvas bag that has Born Pink on it with a little thing, and on the back it has all the tour dates and all the cities that they're going to. You get the baseball cap that Warren's talking
Hmm.
about. You get a cute little luggage tag that says Born Pink.
Yep.
You get a signed, it's not like signed like pen,
It's
it
not
is
real
printed
signed
signed,
poster. Yeah.
but it is out of 3,000. There's only 3,000. So like mine was numbered like 300 and something out of 3,000 or something. I don't, I know, no, that sounds wrong. I don't remember. I have to go look at it. And what else did we get? Was that it? The baseball
I
cap,
think baseball cap.
the
Yeah.
the poster.
Poster.
Oh,
The
the
bandana.
bandana. The bandana. There's a Born Pink bandana. And it's like a
Well,
nice
VIP
tote bag.
2 and 3 get the bandana as well, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
they do.
Chris and our friends had the bandana. Yeah.
Yes. So,
So
so
it's
if
cool.
you were looking at the baseball cap, you don't have to spend $25 on it. You can order however much it is. You can just
Right.
wait to
Oh,
get
and your
it.
VIP lanyard.
And
The
yes, that's
lanyard
right.
VIP thing. That's in the I think that's in
Yes.
the bag too, because you get a
Yes.
like a wristband. You get 2 wristbands at first, and then when you get the bag, you get the
Yeah.
lanyard.
Yes.
It's really cool.
And yeah, it's really cool. We loved the experience. We were up on the barricade, for the whole concert, and it was really grand. The lighting design and everything was so much fun. Is there anything else you wanted to add, by the way, to our helpful guide for the Ultimate Born Pig experience, or is that pretty much
The
it?
food is really good in the pre-party. It's like
Eat
real
the
food.
food.
It's like gimbap and
Bulgogi?
yeah. There's I mean it's really good.
Yes, they have
So and
water,
I
they have
yeah, they have a full
soda.
bar too.
Yes,
I
but
don't
that you have to,
think it
alcohol you have
costs.
to pay for.
Did you have to pay for it?
I
Okay, we
right?
don't drink,
I
so I'm like,
we
oh.
yeah, I'm allergic to alcohol, so I can't. But they definitely did give complimentary rosé. So
That's what I thought. Yeah, I know they had, like wine and I think maybe even champagne for free as well.
yeah.
But like soda's free, water's free, all the food's free, right? In the pre-party.
Hmm. And they
It's
kept
really cool. They have a
refilling, so
DJ
like
in there.
eat. Yes.
Yeah. Eat all you want and eat soon because you'll be there a while and you'll have time to digest if you eat soon. And then there's a Polaroid kind of photo opportunity with like cutouts of them.
Yeah.
That's
Hmm.
cool too. You don't have to worry about being first to that because literally the entire time you could walk up to it and ask to take a photo for like the whole
Yes.
2 hour time. So don't stress about like that too much, but it's cool.
Yes. Yeah, we were in a very comfortable lounge. I would say once you're in the party and you've done eating and exploring all the photo ops and all that stuff, and you're probably gonna get that all that done within the first 45 minutes. So you've got a while.
Yeah.
Don't take that for granted. Be comfortable, sit down and rest your feet because you're
Rest.
gonna be standing. Because for VIP twos and threes, they had to wait out in the parking structure, which was like cold concrete. It's
Mhm.
not as comfortable. So we as VIP ones, yes, we pay for this, but it's very, they make it really a nice environment for us. So like take advantage of like the bathroom that's not a porta potty, you know, it's like an actual bathroom
Right. Yeah.
yeah. So take advantage of that, rest up. We saw people take a nap and I'm like, man, is that smart? Also, okay, this is something Laura would do and I should have thought about this, but it was our first time and I didn't think. If you wanted to bring a extra Ziploc bag and fold it up and put it inside your clear bag, and you if they happen to serve you gimbap at the VIP party, sneak some gimbap into your Ziploc bag and you can like snack on it because you have time between sound check and the
Yeah.
actual show. And you are going to feel hungry and you are going to maybe want some sustenance. And normally you're not allowed to bring in outside food, but hey, this is like it's a little hack. It's a little hack if you want to, if you choose to. They have cookies as well, so stuff one of them in your clear into your Ziploc bag
There
and
are
have
a
a
lot
little
of good
snack
food.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
delicious.
We eat a lot of
So take
kimbap.
advantage of that. Yeah. So with that said, let us know in the comment sections if you have any questions, and Warren and I will reply back to the best of our knowledge. And again, every venue is going to be a little unique, but
Sure.
the
Yeah. Yeah.
staff has done a really good job making it a really great experience for VIP ones, twos, and
Mhm.
threes. So just listen to them. Bring your patience. Bring an extra phone charger. You will need it.
Definitely. It's a
Yes,
long day.
it's
Trust
a
me,
long day.
if you're getting there at 7 a.m. and the concert starts at 7:30, it's a long day.
It's a long
It
day.
really
So
is.
just plan accordingly. Make sure you read the venue's website for the most updated information. That's going to be the most helpful to you because we can't help you with what time your venue is going to open up, like their merch and whatever. That's really
Mhm.
depending on the venue's rules. Okay, so with that said, let's talk about our overall experience going to Atlanta to see Blackpink, Warren. Let's do it.
Ours is slightly different because I flew into Orlando and then drove up with my friends. So it was about so it was 4 hours to our buddy's house we stopped and said hi to, and then 4 hours to Atlanta from there. So it's about an 8 hour drive.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
yeah, so that was something. But we got there the night before, and we did basically everything we just talked about. We got there at like 7:15 a.m. You're waiting in line till essentially 12.
Mm-hmm.
There will
Check-in
be like
started
when
at
you
12 for us.
yeah, at like 10 they'll like divide you because at first when you get there there'll just be one big line that like the fans set up, like the first person who ever got there. But at 10 they'll like divide you into your VIP groups, and then at 12 you'll actually be able to go in to wait even more for the merch. And then like 2:30 or something like that, VIP one goes into the pre-party. I feel like it actually all went by faster than I thought it would because again, we made friends and we were talking and we were taking pictures and people were
We're having
dancing,
fun.
filming TikToks. I mean, you're all there for a really great experience. Overall, my experience, I think it was pretty fantastic. The sound check is really cool. They're like right in front of you, because if you're right there on the stage, and it's like casual and fun and surreal. Like really, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
My experience overall was really good. What about yours?
The concert experience was fantastic. The traveling
Mhm.
experience was a whole nother level, kind of like Warren. I
Oh,
didn't
you had yeah,
it
yours
was
was wow.
terrible. PSA from the K-pop besties to all of you guys flying domestic flights. Do not fly with Spare Airlines, even if it looks more affordable on the surface. Don't do it. It is not worth the delays and the waiting and the unknown.
The horrible
I
service.
was horrible service, a lot of hidden fees. so much so that it's going to even out that you might as well have spent an extra $200 flying another airline.
For
Hell,
sure.
fly American airline, that'll even be better than I say that because I don't like to fly American Airlines because I don't like them. But it is just a like so much better than Spirit Airlines. So, but travel aside, my experience like staying at the hotel, we were relatively close. And it was pretty comfortable. And overall, the experience, aside from sort of being nervous and anticipating the unknown, like how is this going to work? Are we getting there early enough? And how
Right,
long
right,
are we
right.
going to wait? How is this all going to work? Everything actually worked out really, really seamless. And again, the staff, the tour staff was really knowledgeable and had a lot of patience for us who had a lot of questions. And the fellow
Yeah.
Blinks were really, really awesome. The performances, like, I think it it hit me during the VIP party that we were literally about to like look at them in their face, like not from a screen, but in their face in real life. And
Right.
it hit me
Like
real
you
hard that
can
I
make
got
eye
really,
contact with them.
yeah. And they're going to complete your little hearts and give you finger hearts and things like that. And I got a little emotional and I was like, no, hold it. I was like, I can't waste time crying. I got to remember all of this. So it was a really great experience. I loved the sound check. They played different songs at different venues. We got Kick It, which is awesome because that's not even a
Yeah.
song that's like within their rotation. So I was really
Right.
happy that we got because I love that song so much. So I was happy that they played Kick It. I think my favorite was wondering which pair of sunglasses Jenny was going to wear
Jenny was gonna
for this.
wear.
She's such a mood. I
She really
love
is.
Soundcheck Jenny. I love her. She's always just kind of like glasses on. I gotta conserve
Chilling.
energy. Like
Just
I love.
chilling.
She's just chill, just chill. And then
Yeah.
like concert Jenny, like show Jenny, was a whole different vibe. Like I have had it with people saying she's lazy. If you saw what she did at our
hmm
concert, she was so energetic, and I was like, "Girl, slow down. You got 2 hours of this."
Yeah.
So like they were all concerned. I think other than Lisa, the other three kind of conserved their energy during sound check, and then you got Lisa that's like the maknae, and she's like
Acne.
woo.
Yeah. I've got all the energy in the world.
Yeah. Hey, do you have a favorite performance out of the entire concert? I know it's hard, so maybe like top two, top three, something like that. Think about it.
Oh, that's hard.
I know.
Um, I'm not really sure. I think just kind of like the encore was really cool because they were so close to us. But
Yeah.
as far as like what's really cool,
Mm-hmm.
like do pretty
Yes.
savage. Um, Kill This Love is like live hits so different. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty crazy. And then Playing with Fire, they have like fire bursting out and stuff like that. Like I don't like the production is really really cool. Um, it is really cool, but like Tally was pretty cool because they were right in front of us. And
Yes,
like the
they
whole
were.
crowd was like, I say F it when I feel like everybody was like screaming. It was really cool. And to see them like
Yeah.
right in front with like,
Mm-hmm.
cause that song's a mood. And to like see them perform it, it was really cool.
Yeah.
What about you?
Doo Doo was probably the favorite just because they have that newer dance break at the end.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
kind of saw that during the show. If anybody
The
paid for
water.
the
Yeah.
show,
The
yeah,
water.
I mean the
They did
water
it
doesn't
like
come
in the
on stage, guys.
water. Right. Yeah.
for
But
but
in the show, yeah, they did.
yes, it's fantastic. The little lighting effect that they had before Pink Venom was sick.
Right. hmm
That was really really cool, and I think the whole concert because they have a live band accompaniment, it
hmm
really changes the game. Like I
It's super
love it
cool.
when they include, yeah, it just sounds
Yeah.
so different. So do 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 do, and then I mean they're all good, but then I gotta give it to Lisa's performance. She did La Lisa like a kind of like
Yeah.
a
Like
edited
a
version
briefer
of La
version.
Lisa,
Yeah.
and
And
then
then
Money
Money.
with a also different. Oh my gosh, that girl
I
can
was actually
perform. I
gonna
don't
say
really
that
have a
too.
bias in Blackpink. I'm OT4, but it's very easy to see why everybody loves Lisa. She brings
Certain
this type
energy.
of energy. Yeah, she's a
Mhm.
superstar, you know. So I loved watching Money, and then the encore stage, especially Stay. During Stay, Rosie got very emotional during Stay at
She
our
was
concert, and
crying.
it was
Yeah,
nice to
for
see that she
sure. Yeah.
cried. Yeah. So and I just love
I
that
have it on
song.
camera. I've
So,
been meaning to post that.
oh yeah.
Yeah, like you can see she's like you can see her face, and then she like kind of wipes tears at some points too. I just want to add that like it's so surreal seeing them so close.
It's
It's
weird,
like
right?
it's
It
it's
doesn't
weird. Like
feel
any right. So any like so the concerts that I've been barricade for twice, twice a few times like barricade and Itzy a couple times barricade. It's always so weird seeing them so close because it's like you expect them to not look as good in person because everything's photoshopped and like touch ups and all this stuff. But it's like, I don't know how they all look better.
they're better.
Like
Yeah, there's flawless skin, not a hair out of
it's like
place.
it's literally like they're angels. It's like you sit there staring at
How?
Jenny, Jisoo, Rose, and Lisa, and you're like, exactly. You're like, how? How are you
I will
real?
say this. In an interview, I don't remember what it was, but it was during like, when Jisoo was doing when she was acting in her first K-drama ever. And a lot of
I'm
people
Jisoo.
said
I'm
like getting
okay.
to and a lot of people who got to meet her for the first time, like, whether it's cast crew or whatever, they said that her beauty in person is like so almost like powerful. Yeah, you were hit in the face with her beauty, like wow. And we got to witness that. I'll
Miss
tell you, I mean, they're
Korea.
all they're all so pretty already. All
Yeah.
four of them. But there's something about Jisoo and her beauty in person that you literally feel like you died and went to heaven. Because
Yeah,
nobody has
it's
any business looking like that.
and she's my
Nobody.
bias, and I was sitting there just like, "What the heck? Like, how?"
She doesn't look
It's
real.
yeah,
None of them look real.
her per no, they really don't, and her performance of, Liar by Camila Cabello
Yes.
was really, really good, but her dancing, like, right in front of me,
So good.
I'm just sitting there like, "Kim Jisoo." Like,
She just keeps getting better and
I
better
was
and
just
better and better.
baffled by just, like I was just like, it's so weird. So if you have the VIP experiences, it's gonna be so cool. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be awesome. Be
Yeah.
excited because I don't think it can let you down. I really don't.
Yeah, I really don't either. And like I know and this is just kind of me, and this I'm not trying to tell you what to do, but I know it's important to remember the concert and film parts of the concert, but don't be so consumed by that thinking what you got to post
Sure.
later to social media. This is your
Yeah.
experience. So like enjoy that. Like look up from your phone because we always already seen them from your a screen. I
Mhm.
actually didn't record a lot of my personal interactions because I got way more interactions when I wasn't looking at my phone. When I was looking, me and Jenny had a lot of interactions actually, and I didn't get much of it because it was when my phone was like put away, and
Mhm.
she would like look at me and she would sing to me, and like we were vibing, and I'm like, I'm never gonna forget that. Even if I don't have it on my phone, it's okay because I was looking at her face and not at my phone.
Right.
So yeah,
You always
there
have
you
that
go.
memory. I always
Yeah,
do the thing where I just have it, like, right here. So
yeah,
it's like sometimes it's off because 'cause I'm not staring at my phone.
yeah,
Or,
yeah.
like,
I
since I
have
was a
some of that
barricade,
too.
I would just lean my elbow, like, on the barricade holding it, but I'm always, like, really into the songs, and I'm always staring at them. I'm not like this as they're there. And I feel
Yeah.
like they even said something how they liked that people weren't all on their phones. So
Mm-hmm.
I think if you're not staring at your phone as they're there, like, they will interact with you more,
Yes. Yes. I got
and you'll
so
enjoy
many
it
like
more.
so good. So
Yeah,
good.
and
So there you
you'll
go,
enjoy it
guys.
more. Yeah.
Yeah. So enjoy yourselves. Be safe at the concert.
Have fun.
Um have fun. Let us know about your concert experience in the comments below as well. We want to know who your bias is. What did you think of certain songs? What food you got at the VIP party? Let us know because I know the Hamilton people got it looked their food looked better. I don't know how because our food was delicious, but their
Our
food
food was
looked
good, and
better. So let us know.
yeah, and if we missed anything, I think we covered everything, but if we did and it's something important you think people need to know, please put it in the
Hmm.
comments as well.
Yes, and we'll pin it or something like that. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. Hey, check back next time because we are going to be talking about Itzy because Warren got to see Itzy a couple of times. So we got to talk about ITZY. So calling all Mitzies, show up for the next episode. And with that said, we're out of here. Thank you so much for, hanging out with us to talk all things Blackpink, and we'll see you next time.
Always a fun time. Bye.
Bye.